Have you ever wondered why countries around the world can't seem to agree on which side of the road to drive? It's a puzzling question that might seem arbitrary, but the answer lies rooted deep within our history. The story begins, as many do, with a man of ambition, power, and a keen sense of order, Napoleon Bonaparte. In the late 18th and early 19th centuries, Napoleon, a French military and political leader, was changing the face of Europe. But beyond the monumental battles and political upheaval, he was also influencing something as mundane as road systems. Yes, Napoleon, the man who crowned himself emperor, also played a significant role in determining which side of the road we drive on. In the era before Napoleon, people generally drove on the left side of the road. This was largely a practical decision. Most people are right-handed, so driving on the left allowed carriage drivers to whip their horses with their right hand while keeping their left hand free to steer. It also positioned their right, sword-bearing side towards any potential opponents. But Napoleon saw things differently. He was left-handed, and perhaps because of this, he preferred driving on the right. When he rose to power, he implemented a host of reforms, known as the Napoleonic Code, which included, among other things, a rule that everyone must drive on the right side of the road. His influence spread this rule far and wide. As his armies marched across Europe, they brought with them the practice of driving on the right. Countries conquered by Napoleon, including Germany, Italy, and Switzerland, adopted his rule and continue to drive on the right to this day. But what about those countries that eluded Napoleon's grasp, such as Britain and its former colonies? They held on to their tradition of driving on the left, a sign of their resistance against the French ruler. And then there's America. Despite being a former British colony, it drives on the right, just like Napoleon wanted. This wasn't initially the case. Early American colonies drove on the left, just like their British predecessors. But in the late 18th century, post-revolution America wanted to distance itself from Britain and align more with continental Europe. Hence, they switched to the right, a decision that has endured to this day. So Napoleon, with his left-handedness and desire for order, single-handedly upended road systems across the world. His decision has had a lasting impact, shaping not just how we drive, but also how we design our vehicles and roads. It's a testament to the ripple effect one man's preference can have on the world. So the next time you find yourself driving down a road, remember that the side you're driving on is not just a matter of law, but a piece of history. A legacy left behind by one of the most influential figures of the 19th century.